We moved to South Korea 7 months ago. This is the 5th international school we've taught at, and the same school our children now attend. Compared to spending last year on the road, this school year has flown by, and we're already on the cusp of spring break. As a family, we believe that connection is key to happiness. And by connection, we mean feeling connected to each other, our own selves, and the places we are in. However, connection can be hard when we are rushing. And as full-time working elementary teachers with 2 kids, Monday through Friday usually flies by. So the goal of this trip is to explore and learn about the new country we now live in and strengthen our connections. We're mobile. We can get a car now in Korea. Yes! Just bought a van now here in Korea. Our friends are visiting us. We're starting spring break. We're starting with Teo's famous mocktails. We'll be hosting 2 friends, John and Kat, who we met through playing Ultimate Frisbee while teaching in Myanmar. John has a fun-loving spirit, is quick to compliment others, and is constantly curious. Kat is super easygoing, can turn anything into a song, and both will open up quick and go as deep as anyone steers the conversation. Spring!
Spring! Road trip with friends!
1-week road trip! Whoop, whoop. We're starting in South Korea's capital, Seoul, then heading east to the coast, then south and back up to Seoul. What's the new name of our van, darling?
Tori!
Vacations in a small and crowded country like South Korea are tough. The trains and hotels are usually fully booked, and traffic is referred to as Carmageddon. However, spring break is the only vacation built into our school year where most Koreans are not on holiday. It's completely empty, meaning we are in this village during a very quiet time of the year. So we decided to take advantage of the open roads and explore our new backyard. Turi has got us to Nami Island, and the kids are up here setting up stuffed animals in the trees.
Setting them up, they climb.
But we're gonna get on a ferry over here. Our first stop is Nami Island, an island in the middle of a river filled with quirky attractions. All right, you're on land. Boom. The kids and I took the ferry while Devin, Kat, and John found a different mode of transportation.
All right, you guys are next. How you feeling? Woo!
The island of random. Ostriches?
So apparently these are ostriches that poop axes and knives. This is our first peace tank. We've got a lock on the cannon symbolizing let's end war. It's also in honor of the people that died in the Korean War here. Our second stop was the coastal city of Sokjo, known for its tofu, seafood, and easy access to Seoksan National Park. We have now made it to the east coast of Korea. Powering up with what?
Kimbap!
Kimbap? Hiking food. Essentials. This national park has become our favorite national park in Korea because of the excellent hikes in the park. Weather's perfect. Cold, an easy route where anyone can take a comfortable trip. You will see the stairs. There's my little hiker. This is the closest you'll get to switchbacks in Korea. Stair switchbacks. Finishing up the hike. Woo! And we promise a spectacular view. The waterfall is behind there. What does it say? A reminder of the tensions between North and South Korea. Sokjo is famous for its tofu, so we're gonna go have a tofu dinner now. It translates to something like grandmother's house.
That is so good.
How is it, Maya?
I can't eat with chopsticks.
Take your lower chopstick. You're gonna have pressure here pressure here, and then your thumb is in the middle, and then you take your chopstick, and that's the only one that moves.
The birthday girl! Happy birthday, Maya! Happy birthday, dear Maya!
We're going to the cave!
We're going to the caves! This is day 3 of the road trip. Look at this. I think this might be my first monorail to a cave. Is that too specific of something to commemorate? So we were not allowed to film in that other cave. Hoping to be able to film in this one. Cave 2, no photography here either. What's the review, Maya? How'd you like it?
Great.
I think for me what was shocking is the amount of empty space, the void underground. It was huge.
Let's go back to the car. Lunch break.
I love how scissors are like a kitchen utensil.
Can I use Can I try?
What does it taste like? Sesame. Do you want to?
So good. Only 3 days into our trip, and we are reminded of how much we can experience in a short amount of time when traveling. An unexpected snowfall led to the most scenic drive of our trip. After spending the day in caves, we headed to a UNESCO World Heritage Site that preserves a valuable part of Korean culture. A culture that could have been easily erased by different powers that have occupied the Korean peninsula. So I think we just knocked on 5 doors and we called 5 places in this traditional folk village. And finally, persistence pays. We found a place to stay. We're so stoked. It's 9 p.m. at night and we've got this traditional house to stay in. The kids are nesting in here. There they are. After a long day. Teo just adores his sister, so for Maya's birthday present, it was no surprise he made a video celebrating her. She's just brought us fantastic eggs.
And they're so pretty.
Breakfast in a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Doesn't get much better than this. Cherry blossoms are starting to come out. Yay! Maya's with me. We're gonna go for a walk. Check out the village. I feel like we've traveled back in time. This is how most people in Korea used to live. In houses that look like this. When you read about places, sometimes you think it's gonna be kind of hokey. This place is really cool. They mix lime with the dirt and sand here so that it'll stay. Still building it like they used to. And then they've got wooden forms to pack it in. I think this is one of the quietest places we've ever been in Korea. Swings! As teachers, a consistent pattern we've found is that the happiest, most well-rounded kids are the ones with parents who take the time to be fully present and engaged. So we try to do the same. Who's going on?
My imaginary friend.
Oh, okay. There she goes. Maya has made a friend over here. Dog therapy.
We have to bring Mommy here.
We're in a mask museum. This one's John.
Yeah. I would say that.
I think what shocks me about these masks is they are so diverse. The materials, the styles, the size. Hitting the road again, heading to Busan. With few natural resources and a crushing war just 70 years ago that split the country in half, it's a miracle that South Korea went from a developing country with an economy based on farming to emerging as one of the strongest economies on earth, diligently rebuilding and modernizing. This transformation is due to a few factors, one being its most valuable resource, its people. Koreans value education and hard work. This has led to the Korean economy producing so much, they are now one of the top 10 exporting countries in the world. And now they are a very developed country. Public parks in Korea always have equipment to keep people active. That is the movement of an experienced salsa dancer right there. Rainy day in Busan, lazy late breakfast. Look at that spread. It is windy and raining in Busan, so we're going surfing. Don's going for his second time surfing ever right here.
You can surf on that, you can surf anything.
Busan was one of the only cities not destroyed during the Korean War. The weather has cleared up and now it's gonna be a full family affair, surfing in Busan. The roadside rest stops in Korea are fantastic. Clean bathrooms, tons of meal options, and fresh food.
Bulgogi burger.
What do you got?
Chicken on the stick.
Chicken on a stick? Last full day of our trip, checking out the tea plantation. That is beautiful. We don't have ideal weather because it's not clear, but this is beautiful. Look at this. Where's Maya? Oh, there she is. You look like you had fun.
As Calvin once said, if you don't have stains on your legs, you didn't have fun.
I love it. So beautiful.
Maya often wants more of a sensory experience on hiking trails and goes barefoot, something many Korean hikers also do. In the bamboo forest, we have to do some mindful listening. Our breakfast woman is extremely intimidated by all the English speakers that have just rocked up to her place. Breakfast of Champions right here. Last day of our road trip and we are gonna head to a national park to do one last hike before we head back to Seoul. Our last hike. People are often surprised to find out that despite being only a fourth the size of California, South Korea has 22 national parks where hiking is prioritized. Oh yeah. We got a little bit of hail on the ground. Oh, snap. Would this be considered another easygoing, pleasant trail? Look at this staircase. Look at this. Oh my gosh, there's Devin. It's at 1,500 feet, just like straight up the side of a mountain, basically. Oh, this is beautiful. Will you tell us why kimbap is the choice food for hiking in Korea?
It's so compact and packable and the perfect combination of carbs and salt. And protein. Yum, yum.
As a hiking food.
Kimbap's great.
Do you agree?
I do.
So now it's time for the long descent.
$2,800 feet, 6 miles.
All national parks need a reflecting pond.
It's translated as rice balls filled with sincerity.
That was our ridge line. You can see it right over there. Driving in Korea means abiding by the hundreds of cameras monitoring your speed. They have an average in that little black box, you can see it, and they average our speed over many kilometers. On a peninsula blanketed with mountains, I think this is the flattest area we've been through on this entire road trip so far. We just figured out we can use the bus lane when we have 6 people in our van. This is very satisfying, going faster than everyone else. I didn't get us pulling in. We made it! Yay! We're home! We have one more day of this. One more day of our spring break. It's Easter? I didn't even realize. Whoa.
Oh, I found a huge jet.
Whoa. Despite living in so many different places, the rituals stay the same for our kids. Oh, look at this collection. There's no selfishness here. The kids are dividing up their candy. We happen to have 2 groups of friends in Seoul at the same time, and we had attended both of their weddings in Myanmar, and we're going to meet up with the other one right now. And so it's like a big reunion with people that we played Ultimate Frisbee with in Myanmar. Oh, spring is here. Yay! He's living in Hong Kong. They've been living in Nigeria. We are now in Korea, and we all taught at different schools in Myanmar. Yeah. This is the beauty of international school teaching. You got friends all over the place. Hiking Achosan today.
Leggy and stuff?
Yeah.
All leggies.
Yeah. More leggy, please.
When in Korea, picnic at the top of a mountain. We're gonna air hose it.
I didn't know that I needed that in my life, but now I know that I need that in my life. Gotta have some fast-blowing air going on my feet after every hike.
I mean, all the funny names we have heard throughout this road trip, we have listed, and we're gonna read them off from different storefronts and their names.
Burger Scandal, Cafe Think Dog, Cafe Need Some Rest, Feel So Good Coffee, Human Touchville.
Oops, my golf. Cafe Lump, Weave, Come 100.
Kind Uncle. What was that place? The Coolest Hotel, Cafe Baboom Baboom, Second Breath Coffee.
It's also such a blessing to be able to see kids grow up and become awesome little humans.
Seeing your kids grow up in, you know, the national parks of the United States, and then us traveling so much in the national parks of Korea, it's...
Oh, warm fuzzies.
Warm fuzzies.
We did this big hike. You didn't see the waterfall. It was foggy, but you were still like, that hike was awesome. We had 2 days in Busan. 1 day completely rained out. Still super stoked. We went surfing. You guys were like, Busan was awesome. Super commonly a deficit mindset in human beings by nature. So having just like this gratitude mindset and practicing it is huge.